Hello everyone, welcome to Veranda IAS in this series of lectures of current affairs associated with art and culture. The topic of the discussion today is Toda Embroidery. Toda Embroidery, one of the important topics. The learning objectives of the day is to examine about the Todah tribe, to analyze Toda Embroidery, to discuss why the Todah tribe is in the news and why we are discussing this embroidery of Toda people. Then we'll list the other tribes in the area of Nilgiris. Toda tribes are the tribal people, are the residents of the Nilgiris. So we'll discuss about some of the names of other tribes of the Nilgiris as well. We'll examine the importance of trade for tribal development. We'll examine the importance of trade for tribal development, how we can facilitate the assimilation of tribal people with India or Indian government or with other people with the help of trade, that we will understand. We will analyze the GI tags, Geographical Indication Tags. Why? Because Toda Embroidery already has the GI tag. So we'll discuss about the GI tags as well. We'll examine the history of GI tags in India and some details of GI tags in India. We'll begin with Toda tribe. Actually, there was a coverage in the Hindu newspaper in probably the month of January 2021, where it was written, the article was very beautiful. The article started with some names like Rasamali jacket, like some shawl, and then some top, some t-shirt, like this things were written, and then it was describing the life of the Toda people and the Toda embroidery. Basically, Rasamali jacket, Vasamali shawl or scarf was there. All these are what? These are the Toda embroidery things which are there in the market on the name of the artist who has prepared this. Vasamali is a lady of Toda tribe who has prepared that jacket. Rasamali is a lady. Like that, the articles have got their name. The shawl, red, white and black stripped shawl is there of Toda embroidery. Very beautiful shawl. It is nearly costing for 3,000 rupees, available in the market. Such beautiful embroidery they do. So basically, Toda embroidery and Toda tribe people mainly survive on this income. That is why I am telling you all this. Toda tribe people, Toda men are mainly into buffalo rearing and some animal rearing and then some type of mere very little cultivation. But Toda women are into this embroidery, though they are getting very less work, but this embroidery is one of the important sources of income for the Toda people, Toda tribes. So the Toda group is a pastoral tribe. Important is it is pastoral tribe. Animal rearing, I am saying you, they are dependent on because it is a pastoral tribe. It is based in India's Nilgiri hills. It is based in southern India's Nilgiri hills. This tribe is based in Nilgiri hills. While the Toda language is Dravidian, it is one of the most unique and diverse Dravidian dialects. Important. It is a Dravidian group of languages. The tribe is based in mainly southern India, southern India's Nilgiri hills. But the dialect, Dravidian dialect Toda is very unique and very diverse than other languages of the group. They live in settlements comprised of 3 to 7 simple thatch homes. Basically, they are not very much concentrated somewhere. They live in 3 to 7 huts, 4 or 5 huts you can see, simple thatch roofs you can see. There they will be living, though these are their houses, their settlements. They historically traded dairy goods with the other Nilgiri people as well as cane and bamboo items. What are these? Dairy, cane, bamboo. These are forest produce on which most of the tribes are dependent on. Some details about Toda embroidery. In the Toda language, it is called puhur. It is called puhur. What is it? The traditional Toda dress is a distinctive shawl. Traditional Toda dress is a distinctive shawl which is called Puttukuli. The traditional shawl's local name is Puttukuli. The patterns used in Toda embroidery generally cover celestial bodies like sun, moon, then reptiles, animals, horns of buffaloes. You can see in the patterns of the embroidery in the shawls and various pieces of cloth made in crimson and black colors. Rabbit ears are a recurring motif on the embroidered cloth's border. Rabbit ears you will be seeing again and again, recurring motif on the border of the cloth. Another popular design consisting of black triangles within a box is in honor of their first priest. So their religious or their, we can say, religious affiliations are also there represented in this. Another popular design is consisting of black triangles within a box which is in honor of their first priest. Something more, the embroiderers regard their art as a tribute to nature. Important. Again, see, tribal people are associated with nature. They say their art form is a tribute to the nature. Why? Because they are dependent on nature. Nature is everything to them. Forests are everything to them. So embroiderers say that it is a tribute to nature. They draw the things which are natural like sun, moon, reptiles, plants or animals. So they say it is our tribute to nature. The patterns created are inspired by nature and the natural cycle of life. As a traditional garment, it is worn by the men and the women alike at all the ceremonial events including funerals. Even on the funerals, they wear this traditional garment. This is their trend, their custom. The elderly in the neighborhood wear this fabric on a regular basis. Elderly people wear it on a regular basis. What is important? The embroidery is labeled with geographical indications. It got the GI tag. We'll discuss what is GI tag. Some examples of GI tag from this area or from other areas is Kadangi Sari from Tamil Nadu. Then again from Tamil Nadu it is Srivilliputhur Palkova. It is a sweet from Tamil Nadu. Then there is Kaji Nemu of Assam. See, in this you can see the patterns of the embroidery of the Todah tribes. You can see the use of red and the black color. You can see the use of geometrical shapes. It is embroidery done with the help of thread and the needle. It is not painting, it is embroidery done on a piece of cloth. So this is the pattern of Todah embroidery, one of the patterns of the Todah embroidery. Next, why Todah tribes are in the news. Following the COVID-19 outbreak, the Todah craftsmen from the Nilgiris have stepped up to employ their traditional talents in manufacturing face masks, again same, and face masks to aid in the prevention of infection and to gain income for the Todahs. They wanted that their embroidery, their art gets popularized, and with this what they did, they started making Todah embroidery on the face mask and selling it so that they can earn something as well. Also their art can get recognition as well. That is why this was in news. Names of some other tribes of the Nilgiris. Irulas are there, Badgas are there, then Todahs are there from the Nilgiris, Kotas are there, and then Kurumbas are there. Some of the tribes of the Nilgiris. Irulas, Badgas, Todahs, Kotas and Kurumbas are some of the tribes of the Nilgiris. Something about importance of trade for tribal development. Why trade is important? See, trade is the only thing which can bring them wealth. Trade in the forest produce, because they are dependent on forest. That is why trade is important. Second thing, if they will earn something, their economic well-being will bring what to them? Will bring the development or will bring the technology, will bring the modern things, mobiles, smartphones, computers, and they will be assimilated with the rest of the country in an easier way. This is what is the logic. Trade gives them opportunities to have economic self-sufficiency. If they are economically self-sufficient, they can improve in all the spheres. Trade gives them opportunities to have economic self-sufficiency is essential for the development of their society and enriching their culture. Also, it will enrich their culture. It allows them to share culture and ideas between one another, between the tribes, aiding in the sustenance of their culture as well. Preservation of their culture can also be achieved via good trade. Some details about GI tag can be a question in your prelims important. What is Geographical Indication Tag? What is GI tag? GI tag is a mark applied to items that originate in a particular geographical region. See, the name is Geographical Indication. Geographical Indication. What is it? The term tells you that it is something related with the geography of the area. The tag is given to those items which belong to a perfect or which belong to a particular, we can say, geography, particular area. A GI tag is a mark, is a type of recognition, is a tag applied to items that originate in a particular region, particular geographical area and feature the characteristics or a reputation unique to that region. Feature some reputation unique to that region. Recently you might have heard there were debates between Odisha and West Bengal to get GI tag for Rasagulla, a sweet. Why? Because see, Rasgulla or Rasagulla is a sweet which is there popular in all the states, but GI tag is going to bring economic benefit to the local economy, to the state. Also, the uniqueness of the sweet will be titled to that state. So that is where there is, most of the cases we have seen, there are fights amongst the states to get the GI tags for certain things. It is not only given to food items like we discussed about Rasagulla, we discussed about, there is Ratlami Save of Madhya Pradesh that also got GI tag of that area of Ratlam. But it is not only given to food items, it is also given to art, it is also given to some types of paintings, it is also given to some types of unique pieces of clothes like we discussed that Toda Embroidery has GI tag. So this is also multifaceted. It is not only for one thing, it has various aspects. To operate as a GI, a sign must identify a product as being a product from a specific location. If I want to register anything for GI, I need to make it sure that the project belongs to that particular or specific geographical area or geographical location. The name only suggests you that the geography or belongingness to one region is very important, geographical indication. For instance, Madhya Pradesh Chanderi sarees are there. Kolhapuri slippers are there, very famous in Kolhapur, Maharashtra. Madhya Pradesh Chanderi sarees are there which got GI tag. The importance of the GI tag. Why the states are fighting for the GI tag? What is the importance of the GI tag? See, a geographical indicator right entitles the holder to prevent the indication from being used by a third party. It is one of the copyrights, you can say, a type of copyrights. It prevents that the indication can be used by the third party whose product does not meet applicable requirements, and also it helps in maintaining, assuring the standards of the product, the quality of the product as well. Next is something more about GI tag, that is in countries where the Darjeeling geographical indicator is protected, producers of Darjeeling tea may avoid using the word Darjeeling for tea. What is it? If the tea is grown in the garden of Darjeeling, then only that will be Darjeeling tea. Darjeeling tea got the GI tag. Now, if it is grown in the gardens of Darjeeling, then only it will be Darjeeling tea. For example, in countries where the Darjeeling geographical indicator is protected, producers of Darjeeling tea may avoid using the word Darjeeling for tea that is not grown in their tea gardens or that is not produced in conformity with the GI's code of practice. So this is one of the advantage, that the user or the customer will get the good quality product, the assured quality product. GI tag in India. India, under which law, under which act was implementing GI tag? It was Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act of 1999. 1999. On 15th of September in 2003, as a WTO member. As a WTO member. Some factual information. India enacted in 1999. India enacted in 2003 under the Act of 1999. Darjeeling tea was the first Indian product to be given a GI tag, geographical designation. The well-known beverage acquired popularity in 2004. Darjeeling tea got the GI tag in India for the first time. The first product which got GI tag was the Darjeeling tea. So this was all for today about the Todah tribe, about the Toda embroidery, why the Todah tribe is in the news. We discussed about the other tribes in the Nilgiris. Then we discussed about the importance of trade for tribal development. Then we discussed about GI tags, and then we discussed about the GI tags in India. So this was all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this session. Till then, stay tuned, keep studying. Thank you so much.